Oh, wow, you guys. You know, if you follow me, I'm always recording. I mean, every time I go somewhere, I'm doing nothing but recording. Today, I decided that I wanted to get out and I wasn't going to record because I wanted to focus on the things I needed to get. So I was like, I'm not gonna record at all. And probably, God do things for a reason, so probably better that I didn't. But something happened today and it just made me, oh wow, I'm like, right now I really felt like crying. Like tears was in my eyes, and I felt for this person. Like being a parent, and when you go through things with your children, and if you love your children, it's like it hurts so much. It's a different type of hurt, because there's a lot of parents out there that love their kids, but there's a lot of parents that don't. And it's so hard to say that. It's harsh to say that, but I've seen it. It's a lot of parents that don't really care for their kids. And me being the kind of type of parent that I am, that my children is my life. And to see what I saw today, it just really made me feel, wow, it made me feel just terrible for that person. So anyway, like I said, I'm always recording, but for some reason I was just like, I wasn't going to record. So anyway, you guys, let me get to the story. I'm in Home Depot, and I'm doing my thing. I'm trying to look for paint and look for, get samples and all that kind of stuff. Like, don't mind my nails. I would never get them done again, ever. And that's another story. But like I said, I'm in Home Depot, and I'm doing my little shopping, doing my little thing. I got my little cart, and it's other people. It's crowded. It's kind of like, today's Saturday, so it's like people are out. And so I'm doing my thing, I'm shopping, and it was this woman and her teenager. So I'm thinking that the teenager is probably between, I'm gonna say 15, 16, 17, up in there. So they were talking, and at first I wasn't mad, paying no attention, because just people shopping. And so the girl was on the phone. The girl was on the phone with her boyfriend. I'm assuming it was her boyfriend. And they were talking already, but the girl was talking to the phone with her mom. With her boyfriend. I'm sorry, with her boyfriend. And she was asking her mom, like, okay, when we gonna leave out of here? Because I guess he's supposed to be picking her up so they can go out, or whatever the case may be. So I'm still like, I can hear, because they right there, but I'm not really paying attention to it because it was nothing really going on. So she was like, well, how long we gonna be in here? Because he's supposed to be picking me up. So I'm assuming that the mom got a kind of a good little relationship with her boyfriend. So she got the phone and stuff like that, and she was talking to him. And so the girl got a little attitude, because she's like, what time we gonna be out of here? And the mom, she was like, well, I gotta get a few things. Already that I had to get this, that, whatever. And, let me do my shopping, and then we can leave. So the girl got an attitude, like, just got a freaking attitude. Like, your mama at the store, you coming with her, so she gonna be in here for a minute. Okay, and if you knew that your boyfriend was going to pick you up, maybe you should have stayed your butt at home. But anyway, so she got a little attitude or whatever. And so the mom is talking to the boyfriend on the phone, whatever they talking about, whatever. And just all of a sudden, she said something to her mom, and then she was like, you just dick sucking. literally for real. I looked at that woman's face. It was like, it was awful. It was like this woman wanted to cry. She turned around, she looked embarrassed, humiliated, all of those things. Of hurt. Just hurt. Embarrassed. Humiliated. It's like I wanted to go back to the 1950s, 1960s, back in the day when your mama say go out there and get a switch. Cause I wanted to go up to that doggone girl, and I wanted to give it to her for her mama, because it was like what I saw on her face, and it made me hurt as a mother, especially a mother that loved their children, to see that child do that to her mother, humiliate her like that, embarrass her, say some stuff like that to her mom. How dare you? How dare you do something like that? How dare you even fix your mouth to say some stuff like that to your mom? I would never, ever say something like that to my mom, ever. It's just the respect. I mean, I had so much respect for my mom. We got into it and things like that, had our little issues when I got older. But at the same time, I still respected her. You know, she would, curse me out and stuff like that. And I didn't curse her out, nothing. Because I had that respect for her. And to see that woman's face, y'all, I mean, literally, I had tears in my eyes because I felt so much for her. Because what that told me, when that child did that to her mom, I said, this is not the first time. This woman is going through some stuff with this girl. She is going through it. And I felt for her, because this is what I got from it. I got that this mother didn't go snap on this girl. She didn't go snap and pop her and hit her, nothing. She didn't do none of that. It was like she froze and had this look on her face, embarrassment, humiliated, and hurt. And this was not the first time, because if it was so easy for this girl to say something like that to her mother, it's been going down many other times. And kids, you can tell that mother loved her child, because for her not to knock her out, curse her out, do anything like that, that shows how much she loved her child. That was love. And that child was taking advantage. That child is taking advantage of her mother's love. And that is wrong, because you never know the day when you lose your mom or your parent. You never know. And to say something like that, and knowing that mother love you, you can tell that mother love her child. And for you to sit there and do something like that to your mama, shame on you. Shame on you. It's like that woman should have been like, you know what? I should have been a mother that didn't give no love to my child, be there for my child, and maybe that child would have been loving her mother like crazy. But when you sit up there and you show your child so much love, and even when they do things to you, you still love them, they take advantage of you. They take advantage of you. But anytime something happened, I bet you she on that phone, or I bet you she mama. And guess what? Her mama is always there. You can tell that. Her mama is right there, Johnny on the spot. But do she give her mother the same respect and love? I bet you she don't. I bet you she don't. Because if she can fix her mouth that quick to sit up there and say, oh, I don't know, you guys. This is just a different type of world of these kids being so disrespectful to their parents. And then the ones that love them the most. It's like, I grew up with friends that parents was out in the streets, where I had one friend that mom was a streetwalker, and you know, she did things in the street and would leave her at home, and I would want to spend a night with her because I knew that she was going to be home by herself. And my mom used to say, because my mother didn't like us going and spending a night over our friend's house. But I asked her, I said, Mama, I said, her mom leave her at home by herself. You know, she don't have nobody there with her. And when I tell you that this woman did this woman, and she loved her daughter, and that girl loved her mother. She loved her mother, knowing that her mother wasn't there at home, was out there in the street, you know, doing all, you know, there's a lot that I probably can't say, but, you know, streetwalker, doing, you know, drugs and stuff like that. She knew that something had happened to her mama eye, where she was wearing a patch. It was somebody did something to her eye, so she used to wear a patch. But you can tell that she was like in the streets, and her mama loved her, but she loved her mother so much. But then you got these kids that mother is at home. You know where your mama at every day. Your mother not drinking, smoking, doing none of that stuff. Your mama is at home. She's there for you. Them the ones that these kids take advantage of. And it's wrong. It's like you give somebody so much love, and that's in life. That's in life. I mean, I'm not even talking about kids. I'm talking about, I think that's with anybody. It's like when you give a person so much love, unconditional love, they run over you. They take advantage of you. And that's wrong. And that child that said that to her mother, one day she's going to realize, I was horrible to my mother. I was awful to my mother. And she didn't deserve that, because that woman have my back. So if this girl, if she ever see what a mother ever watch YouTube and run across this video and know that that was her in that store, I'm so sorry that you had to go through that. I'm so sorry that you have to have a child to just humiliate you, embarrass you, and treat you with so much disrespect. But you keep doing what you're doing. You keep being a good mother. You keep being that mother that loves her child. Because one day, she's going to wake up and she's going to realize the type of person that you are. And I hope it's not too late. I hope it's not too late. I hope it is enough time where she can correct those problems. She can correct that and start treating you with the love and the respect that you deserve. So I hope that. I hope that for you. But that was just awful. And I literally tried to turn my head because I didn't want her to think that I saw her. You know, or it was embarrassing. You know, it was doggone just embarrassing to see that girl. And it was like, I just looked at her like, wow, how could you do that to your mother? And people, it was crowded. I mean, Home Depot was on jam pack, y'all. It was like Walmart, okay? It was like that. You know how Walmart be crowded as a mug? Home Depot was crowded in a mug. And I know people was probably like, that just don't make no dang on sense. I know some of them people was like me, was like, I wanted to go and grab that girl, tell her mama, like, look, let me get her for like 2 seconds. Just 2 seconds. Let me get this. I got you. Okay? I got you. This is for you. That's what I wanted to do. But you know, you can't. You can't. I wanted to, like, you know, and things in my head, I was like, I wanted to do that. And then I wanted to grab her up and hug her and say, you know what? Stop that. Stop treating your mama like that. I wanted to go and give that woman a hug. But I wanted to, you know, I wanted to talk to that girl too. And let her know that don't do that to your mother. Because at the end of the day, that's the one that's going to have your back. That's the one that's going to be there for you when you need her. Don't do that to her. Don't treat her like she's common trash. So I'm like really in my car right now. And I just felt like I really needed to just share that with you guys, because life is hard. And having children, I think that children think that you don't need a hug. I think that children sometimes think that you don't need to be told, I love you. I don't think that sometimes kids don't realize that. Like, we are human beings. As parents, we are human beings. And we want that. We want a hug. We want, I love you. You know, I say it to my kids all the time. You know, all the time. I love you, I love you, I love you all the time. You know? So, I want them to know that I feel that for them. I want them to feel like they can always come to me and I'm always going to be there without a doubt. I want them to know that I'm going to love them unconditional. I don't care whatever. It's no I love you but. It's not that. When you a parent, it's not I love you but. It's no but. You love your children unconditional. Whatever the situation is. Whatever's going on. I don't care what it is. You love your children unconditional. It's no but. It's no I love you but you not living your life the way I want you to. So I can't be a part of that. You can't come around me. You know what I'm saying? Like what? Like what? You telling me my mom, my parent, my dad, my grandparent, that you love me so much, but you don't accept this, you ain't gonna deal with me with this, I can't come around, I can't do this. It's no stimulations off of, you know, when you say that you love your child or person. But with your children, it's unconditional. When you love somebody, when you truly love somebody, you love them unconditional. It's no I love you but. And when you get that, that's magic. When you get that, that's magic. All right, you guys. You already know I'm Letta. And if you're joining me for the first time, subscribe so that you can get to know me. And just I don't know, I'm just ready to get off of here. I'm just so sad for her. And that just kind of messed up the rest of my shopping. It really did. Because I really felt for her the whole time I'm going in there. I didn't even get some of the stuff that I was getting because I was had the cart just like, huh? What? What? So, with that being said, you guys, be kind to yourself and be kind to everybody else in the universe, because all we want is love. All we want is respect. All we want is for everyone to get along and just love each other and respect each other. You know, this world would be such a better place if we can just learn to respect each other. And that's it. Simple as that. Respect each other. But it's not always like that. We live in the world that we live in, and has nothing to do with God. It has nothing to do with God. You know, he didn't cause none of this mayhem. No. Because when he created this world, it was supposed to be magical. It's supposed to have been a paradise. It's supposed to have been that we were going to be just perfect human beings. But one day, y'all, one day, I don't know. All right, you guys, my dog, my lovely Fergie, she just went in heat today. And this is her second time. No, this is the third time that she went in heat. But I didn't want to. No, this is the second time, I think, that she went in heat. And I know I'm talking. I'm going to get off here in a minute. But she turned a year old in February. And she came on when she was 6 months. And I wasn't going to breed her. You know, she was young. It's not that serious where I'm getting ready to put my dog through that, and she's not even a year old. So I was thinking that, okay, once she come on again, then I'll be able to, you know, breed her. So with me moving and all of this, I spent so much money. I spent a lot of money giving her surgery. My dog had 2 surgeries. The first one I spent $2,000, and it didn't even do anything. So I had to turn around and spend another $2,000 and get her surgery again. Now with me moving and all of that, I spent a lot of money, and now my dog is in heat, and I can't even breed her right now. And because I don't have it. I don't have the money to do it. And I got to wait again. Maybe in November I'll be able to do it. But my dog is, her pedigree is, she's a champion. Her dad, and dad before them, you know, good, come from a, you know, good pedigree. And so the dog that I want to mate her with, he's a really good dog. He's a champion and all that. And to mate with him is $5,000. So I want to be able to mate my dog because she comes from a good pedigree with that dog. But he's asking for $5,000. And I don't have $5,000 to do that. I done spent so much money that, and then I'm not working this summer really. So it's like, you know, I gotta, you know, I gotta put my coins in, you know, in my chest. So I don't have it. But I hate that because I really wanted to mate her. I wanted to, you know, of course, sell her puppies, and I wanted to keep, you know, one of her puppies because I wanted her to have somebody to be with, you know, because it's just me and her, and I wanted her to have, you know, somebody to love and be around and stuff like that. Like, she loved me and stuff like that, and I love her too. But I wanted her to have her little company and have her little kids. You know what I'm saying? Love her little kids. But I'll be able to do it in November. So I'm just going to make sure that I save up and stuff. And when November time comes, that's what I'm going to do. So, you guys, I'm getting ready to get out of here. I didn't eat anything. I got a headache. And just seeing what that girl did stressed me out. And I got a headache. That really affected me. I feel for people. and I got a migraine just dealing with that. So I'll see y'all later. I've been on here 25 minutes, so that's not bad. Okay, that's not bad. All right. Okay, bye you guys, love you.